Welcome back to Beer Addiction with your host Mike. Let's get this session started. Actually, very interesting that I choose to use the word session. What we got here is the second beer in our nice Wellington series. This is Arkell's Best Bitter. So, as I was saying, the session beer is what you use to describe this beer on the side of the can. And I didn't mention it last video, but both this beer and the silver wheat ale that we had is only 4%. So they're light beers. So session beer is used to describe any beer that is less than 5% that has a nice hop and malt balance that leads to easy drinkability. In fact, it's supposed to be the kind of beer that you can sit around with buddies and, pretty much drink all day without having to worry about intoxication and things like that. So we're going to drink this session beer and hopefully really enjoy it. Now that I invented a term for opening a can, let me just say that I'm going to splinter this open. Let's see what Wellington's has in store for us in this second round. Ooh. Nice amber color. Really nice amber, crystal clear. Ooh, right away I get really nice toasted barley smell. Toasted malt, caramels, and I get some fruity hints. They're really those really raisiny little dry fruits that really pack like a punch when you bite into them and smell it. Maybe date is another good one to describe it. Go ahead and take a sip of this, see what we get. The toasted really comes through. There is a slight bitterness. It's definitely there. I mean, it is called an English bitter after all. It's not overpowering. This is actually my first English bitter. So just by the name and what I've heard of them, I would have thought that it'd be more overpowering, but it's not. I definitely taste some of the residual sweetness of that kind of date fruit that I was talking about. No yeast flavors. We don't have to worry about that in this kind of beer. But definitely the toasted malt comes through very strong. Let's get another nice mouthfeel. Yeah, the maltiness is really nice. Just toasted. The caramel comes through really nicely. It's smooth. It does have a nice clean finish. The bitterness doesn't linger forever. While we're on it, we might as well describe what an English bitter actually is. A bitter is simply an English term used to describe a pale ale. Bitters can range from golden to dark amber in color, and from 3 to about 7% on the alcohol by volume index. Well, now that that's described, I definitely think that they've done a nice, accurate job of describing this. Kudos to you, Wellington. Nice beer. Whenever I, have a beer that's 4%, read about a beer that's 4%, whether it's a review or just about it in general, I'm very skeptical. I'm not one to be like, yeah, light beer, woo! But this is good. I have to admit, it's very enjoyable. Definitely a session beer. I'm not going to drink it all day because I have other things to do, but I will drink this with a giant smile on my face. It doesn't have, amazing characteristics. They don't stand out, and I wouldn't go and be like, yeah, let's go buy this when you're craving like a nice, decent, like hard-bodied ale. But this is definitely good, for that sitting around with buddies. You just want to have a good time, go back to studying, go back to work after. I definitely recommend this beer. That's it. Another session of Beer Addiction has come to an end, but thank you for watching. I'll see you at the end of the week. Your host, Mike. Thanks for watching. Beer Addiction. Out.
might not wanna jog on this one.